Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's video, or wherever you are in the world. But today we're going to look at some UFO videos. Spooky. Or cool, depending on what you think. But we're going to watch a compilation video, and, we're going to look at, what's going on out there in the world. Because there's a lot of crazy things going on in there in the world right now. So without further ado, let's jump on in and stop being weird and look at some aliens. All right? So let's get it. This one's, by the way, this video is from AFO. They have some good videos. Go check them out, guys. But this is the first one.
Recorded from a doorbell camera in Sunrise, Florida, 3 lights float as more or less an equilateral triangle before
See 'em right
separating.
here? Now, before we even get started here, the power of 3, there's always these spaceships that have 1, 2, 3. And if you guys don't know about the power of 3, you should check out the power of 3. But this is one of those weird triangle spaceships with 3 lights, kind of like the orbs. We'll see some of the orb spaceships coming up in a bit, but let's keep playing it.
What is assumed to be the same event by a different witness was also captured.
You cannot
What could that
tell
be?
me.
By speeding the footage up, the synced and fluid motion between the objects becomes even more apparent. It almost looks as if they are attached together in some way.
See, that can't be drones. Those can't be drones. You know, did you see how like they're perfectly spinning with each other? Right. Let's back it up a little bit. Did you see how they're
Even
perfectly
more apparent. It almost looks
Look at
as
how
if they are
they're perfectly
attached
spinning
together
with
in
each
some
other.
way.
So those can't be drones, right? If they're perfectly spinning with each other while they're moving. It's not a plane. What plane has 3 lights? It's pretty low to be a plane, right?
They make an almost perfect
Interesting.
rotation as one.
Huh. Okay.
This illustration helps us to comprehend the physics-breaking movements of the UFOs documented by the DoD.
At 13,000 miles an hour and change directions instantly. We fly the SR-71
let's check out
at
the next
3,000.
What are these 3 lights? This one has a red light in the middle. Yo, what's going on here? I mean, I know you can make these on whatever like editor you have, but what's this red light?
Recorded
Okay, next
over
one.
Hungary.
Next one.
Footage of what looks to be a cylindrical-shaped object flying over the countryside.
What the heck is that, man? Kind of looked like might have been a bird. Could have been a bird. Hold on. Right? You see, like, look at the little flap at the end. You guys see this little flap? Ready? See this little thing right here? Watch it go down. You got to see like almost a little bird flap going on. Hold on. You see that little bird flap? That one could have been a bird. That one could have been a bird. I'm all for believing in the UFOs, but that one could have been a bird. Next one. Something with these clouds, man. Something with these clouds. It's almost like they use the clouds as like a cloaking device. You know? There's something with these clouds, man. You guys ever look in the sky and there's just this one cloud? Like there's no clouds in the sky, and then there's just this one cloud randomly in the sky. I see it all the time. I'm like, why is this cloud there? It shouldn't be there. There's no clouds in the sky. Anyway.
Not a UFO, but some great footage of a meteorological phenomenon known as a crown flash.
Huh.
Were some ancient or recent structures built to hide
next
evidence
one.
of
Let's
non-human
go to the next
material?
Susi.
¿Y eso es por donde Pedro?
¿Usted es Susana?
What's that? Is that right here?
No, se está pensando. ¿Y eso es por donde Pedro?
It's almost like cloaking into the trees. You see that? This is a typical UFO, right? It's a flying saucer. But watch when it's in the sky, it goes into the trees. And it like cloaks.
Footage of a
color.
U.S. military-certified UFO was released at the Senate hearings earlier this year. They don't know what the object is or what it could be.
Top of the screen, there it goes, and then the camera will slew to follow it.
I don't see anything.
You'll see it pop in and out of the field of view there. This is essentially all of the data we have associated with this event from some years ago.
U.S. intelligence states that over 50% of UFO witness reports from aviation employees are of the metallic orb class.
Right here. I don't know what that is. I mean, to be fair, that could be like a water particle, right? Maybe it was raining, and the rain went on the screen, and it was dripping down. It could have been a water particle. It could have been a water particle. But for the video's sake, we're gonna say it's an alien. All right, let's go to the next one.
Next, I have added a handful of sightings that struck me as...
Next one. What's this?
What the uploader describes as vessels floating through his house.
Hell? Damn, this face is scary, man. I wasn't even looking at this thing. I was looking at the scary face in the back. Who puts up a poster with this face staring at you? Right? Imagine sitting in this chair, having a good time, and you just see this face with these eyes in the back. Like, who puts this poster up? What a freaking weirdo. Right? I don't care about this. I care about this. Anyways. You guys see the
It also appears to face through the wall with zero resistance.
Exit through the back.
The European Space Agency captured this scene from the surface of a comet.
What the? Do you see it right here? Right here. Damn. Oh, there's a bunch of them.
With the understandably frantic and rushed recording job done here, it's easy to miss what was truly impressive about this footage. But what was almost hidden at first is clearly exposed thanks to some great tracking done.
Yeah, there's one of the little guys right here. Is he one of the little guys? One of the little guys right here.
By QSEC. Look close.
But look, there's one little guy, two little guy, three little guy, four little guy, five little guy, six little guy. So I get if it was like one guy, but there's six little guys in a row.
The right-hand side of the most predominant UFO. 5 less obvious objects can be seen in alignment. They are then seen through the trees and right up until the end of the clip.
And they're all like going in sync. They're all going in sync. I get it. Like maybe it was birds, right? Maybe some of these things could be birds because they slightly fly in sync, but man, these things are literally going one way in sync. I get if they're flying in circles.
Where they appear to form a V shape right before flying off. CGI is a possibility here, but OP gives his opinion on why he thinks it's unlikely. Quote, I think CGI can be most likely ruled out here, since several of the UAPs are barely visible through the trees. This is very hard to achieve unless you have the trees as a static front layer. Since the trees are moving and are correctly following camera parallax, the only other option is for manual editing, which is quite hard and doesn't seem to be the case here. The recording job is also not amazing. The camera is spun around and it's hard to tell what to focus on. With most CGI work, subtlety is rare. You usually see everything the creator wanted you to see on the first viewing, with little to no obstructions. This footage, however, is quite the opposite. The profile that posted this footage, all darkness.
Love, it's moving so fast.
Huh. What is that? It's
Like, there's no way I can explain that.
That's the UFO.
It kind of looks like a hospital heart.
The flying saucer ones are so from sci-fi movies, But when it's these light orbs, what is a UFO? What is an identified object, right? We always think it's these flying saucers, but these light orbs could just be something from a different universe that they fly around in like these little light orb things, or it's just the light orb things are the aliens. I don't know, man. I don't know. I actually believe more in the white orbs than the flying saucers. 110%.
Heart rate monitor in the sky.
It's a UFO.
5 pulses were recorded before the video ends.
The guy's like, that's a UFO.
And some of the biggest UFO alien news of all time that, in my opinion, didn't receive nearly enough coverage. It's been disclosed that, quote, non-human life...
Biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Okay, we saw this. We saw
Exotic
this.
origin,
Let's go
vehicles.
to the next UFO. Shit. Look at this. Ready? See this thing coming in? Imagine being in a plane and you see this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, man. And that's actually decent footage. A lot of times you get like a 240p shot out of a potato with these alien videos. This one's actually pretty legit. Damn, that thing's moving fast too. I would be shitting my pants if I was on the plane. Wow. Nice, man.
Video of what looks to be a triangle UFO sitting stationary over a rural area in Ontario, Canada.
It's just
Yeah, it's the
hovering in place.
Let me try to pause it. You see the 3 lights with the little... It's like another one of these orbs in the middle. But it has these 3 lights on the outside blinking.
What is that? Look at the lights all around it.
You don't see planes with 3 lights around it.
I made sure to stabilize the footage so we can get a better look at the activity going on in the center of the craft. The footage is around 10 years old, so before the use of drones really took off. The uploader's description states, "Don't got much to say about this video other than when my dad originally sent it to me. I felt like it had to be a UFO, and there's nothing else that seems to explain it. Canada..."
Yeah, I mean, what else could this be? Maybe a drone, depending how close it is, right? Maybe it looks like it's far away, but it's really a drone that's really, really close, and it looks big because of that. I don't know. I think these orbs mean something, right? And then you got the 3 little things in the back, which means, is this some type of ship in a triangle formation here? But we just can't see it because it's dark. And that's where we see a lot of these orbs, is maybe they don't have these like little blinking things on the ends all the time. And that's why we only see the orbs sometimes. I don't know.
Canada is notorious for sightings, and I myself have seen a few. This was taken way before drones were being used regularly, and I'd say the video is easily 10 years old. Pulled from a US news channel, footage of an object instantly accelerating over the city of Boston.
Austin. Shout out to the hometown Boston, baby. Let's go. Let's go. I wouldn't want to see a UFO, though. See it right there? Could be a bird. It's a big-ass bird, though.
Dismissed by some to be a camera glitch that caused the stream to freeze. The explanation was quickly debunked by the uploader, who shows us here that the rest of the world is still in motion whilst the UFO is paused. No UFOs here, but some amazing footage of what it's like to fly a plane through a snowstorm.
Yeah, we don't care about that.
Who'd
We
been
want
killed
aliens.
by UFOs.
However, I was unable to find the case.
See if there's any more. We
Could have
got-
been
oh, right here.
experience in the field, captures footage of what he can only describe as a USO. Chase was interviewed about the sighting, where he was quizzed on what makes this footage out of the ordinary.
Why is it significant that something
That may be drifting around down there.
how do we know this is not organic? This isn't a
I don't
fish
see
or
I don't
something
see
like
nothing in
that.
this one.
Well, the video footage, albeit not saying, well, it's not a fish,
Okay,
but I don't know
there's
what
a
it
little
is.
bit right there.
It's really out of the bounds of what I think we have
But,
technology
I mean,
making right
this
now.
one's kind of grainy.
If somebody gave me a $10 million budget
Little grainy.
and said, make this thing, I don't think it's possible.
Chase goes on to talk about the encounters other experts
Little tough to see in this one, but you got these like little light orbs. Yeah, so this one shot out of a potato too, but little light orbs kind of going through the sky. But once again, shot out of a potato, 240p. Yeah.
working in the industry have had with USOs. I have
All right,
left a
last one,
link
guys.
to
This
the
is
full
last
interview.
one. Last one.
A convincing explanation is yet to be given.
These clouds. This is what I was talking about earlier. When there's these random clouds, right? And sometimes it could be like a completely sunny day where there's no clouds in the sky, right? And then you get these, sometimes it's just like a one cloud. You'll see like a cloud like this black one when it's completely sunny day. Now, right now there's other clouds, right? So this could just be like some, disturbance in the air. But sometimes you just get these random clouds, but let's play it.
Some dismissed it as a smudge on a window. Here, I track the position to show the slow distortion/spread of the formation.
What is that? Like, is this just like an alien ship that's like cloaked as a cloud? Like, how did this get right there? Was it like the alien ship blast off and this is kind of the aftermath? Like, there's got to be some type of explanation for clouds like this that are just randomly below the other clouds. There's probably some type of scientific explanation, but we'll never know. We'll never know. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. Smack the like button and hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed today's video, we'll be back with more UFO encounters, reactions tomorrow. So make sure you're here around the same time. Peace out, guys.